Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to tell you about a creative reuse store in San Diego. I don't have enough information to make a whole separate video, so I thought I would do some updates while we're at it too. I haven't been doing weekend updates, and I know many of you like the updates videos. Let me start with the store. So I went on a bachelorette weekend, which if you're of a certain age, you didn't do that when you got married, but that's what they do now. And I was lucky enough to be invited. And we went to a place called Wine and Whiskers in San Diego. You make a reservation. It's like a rescue where you can order beverages and hang out with cats. Highly recommend that. And if you go, next door, there is a store called Art Form. It's the Art Form store. It is a creative reuse place. If you're new to my channel, creative reuse is like a thrift store for crafts. They're very cool. They're spread across the US. They do not spend money on advertising. Almost all of them are nonprofits. They're run by volunteers. You have to search. Google creative reuse and a city name, look around, ask at craft stores, ask your friends. I've lost track of how many I've been to. I probably need to do a blog with a list of a whole bunch of them. But this one is San Diego, and some people on the East Coast pinged me when they saw my video of the one in Wisconsin and said, "Hey, will you come to us next?" And I said, "Well, I actually live in Oregon, so it's going to be a while before I get to you." But the one in San Diego was small but mighty and a little bit different. It had a big section of free. I purchased this. I mean, if you know me, how could I not? Look at this. It's bias tape. Oh my gosh, it's just goodness. Journal cover, signature on a page, ephemera, tie a tag. I don't think I would really use it on a card, but you could. Like you could iron it out, or you could put it across the edge, or you could just, if you were going to do like a junky looking card, love it. And I haven't seen stuff like this. I don't know if someone made it or what. Maybe they did make it because it's just cool. Anyway, so I bought that. I bought this. It was on a roll. It was a good size, but for traveling, I just took all the packaging and tossed it. So this was $3. I do not recall how much this was. I think it was a couple dollars. So I think I spent $5 or $6. Then these items all right here were free. So this is, have you seen this before? Maybe not the best color, but I already have plenty of blue, right? It's, what do you call it? I don't know. I call it like eyelash stuff, but we can put it on tags. We can use it to decorate ephemera and all sorts of things. Mostly, I would probably tie it through my tags, just like I use embroidery floss. This is miles of it. I probably should have left one for another person, but I wasn't thinking about the fact that they were both the same color. We Grow Great by Dreams. Nancy laughed because she has this stamp too. We love sentiment stamps. That one's Woodrow Wilson. I would probably rather just have the text and not the flowers, but I can live with it. Friends are flowers that brighten our day, and that's a PSX stamp. If you're new here, I love Personal Stamp Exchange. This is actually a kind of casual font for them, but still love it. Then look at these. There were different cities. Greetings from Washington, and they are, well, this one's a state, and then this one city. So I don't know, but there were different places, right? They're like old vintagey postcard looking calendar things, and they're white on the back. So from a junk journal perspective, you could cut these out and have them be journal cards. You could use this. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And it is not totally matte. It's like satin, not major gloss, but satin. Gorgeous pictures. Space Needle. I always love pictures of the Space Needle. San Juan Islands. So you get the idea. I didn't want to hog them all. Don't need them all. Little map. You could use the whole page. Maybe some of you will have an idea for me about, you also could just use the whole calendar and do something fun with it. Let's take a peek at the Denver one while we're at it, because I haven't even opened it up. I just thought they were super cool. And my friends were like, "Don't you like paper everything?" And another one of my friends took one. I don't know what she was going to do with it, because she's not a junk journaler, I don't think. But very cool. I mean, look at these. you would buy these, right? Admit it, you would buy these. If they were sitting there, you would buy them. I got 2 of those. Then I wanted a magazine to read. I really didn't have time to read the magazine yet. And that's Eliza just banging around behind me. And then they had a whole bunch of these bags. Like, I went back in because I only bought a couple of things, shoved them in my purse. Then I hit the free section and I was like, oh, I need to go buy a bag. And they had all of these wallpaper bags for free. They were just, someone had made them and they were under the table and you could just take one. So love it. I think they had wallpaper samples. They had 12 by 12. They had drawers full of Stampin' Up! Boxes, but I really didn't need those, right? And I was trying to be quick because what happened was we got our appointment times wrong at Wine and Whiskers, which worked out great for me because then I had time to scope this place. So I was trying to be quick. There were tons of beads. There were tons of patterns. My friends were going nuts because they were looking at, like, I would just take the patterns and rip them up, but they had like American Girl doll patterns, and there was something in there for everyone. I went with just a group of people who are not necessarily crafters, and I was shocked because a whole bunch of them got in line and bought stuff. I guess what I did was good for the store because I brought a whole bachelorette party. That's what I got there. It was, I think I might have spent, maybe it was $6. Maybe this was $3, but I loved my freebies. They were wonderful. Cards and Happy Mail. I've been so busy. I just haven't been telling you guys about them, but I wanted to show you a couple. This is from Ty. I think her channel is Ty's Crafty Spot. She makes the coolest coasters. Look at this one. This is the second one she's made for me. Talk crafty to me. Don't worry, you guys. I cannot have too many coasters because I always have multiple beverages, and there's a soda and there's a water and there's a coffee. I just love it. It's so cool. It's ceramic, and then she's got the gorgeous blue on top of it. I don't even know how to do it. And she made this card. Super cute. Then my friend Heather, she sent Happy 4th. Super, super cute. I finally found the card, Heather. Okay. And Mary from Salem, she's out and about traveling, and she's making postcards and sending them, collage postcards while she's on the road. I love this picture. And I have one of Zelda with her little tongue out like that. So super cute. This is amazing textile because they are like fancy papers, maybe like handmade or something. Very cool. She says it's a cat on Franken paper. She's always talking to me about Franken paper. When you have scraps, you can make cool stuff. There is some weird stuff going on behind me. Girls, what are we doing? You never know. At some point, I made a card. What did it say, you guys? It said, I don't think it said birthday happy. You caught me on that one. It said greetings season, and I worked on it, and it was all layered up, and it was multiple layered die cuts, and I loved it. And I loved it so much, I said, that's it. And I sent it to Nancy because Nancy was the one who was like, hey, friend, did you notice that card the words are in the wrong order? So she sent me this lovely card. And she said the minute she glued it together and realized it was upside down, she knew she had to send it to me. And the funny thing was, it made me laugh when I opened it because I knew exactly why she sent it to me. So everybody needs a friend that they can send their upside down cards to, right? Sometimes you get them assembled and there's no turning back. She also sent me this little cutie. Look at that. Cute little dog. Those of you who sent me other stuff, it's probably lost in here. This room is a hot mess. Hot mess, I tell you. And one thing that I was thinking about, remember when I got on a kick and I made these books with the clusters? I have not been putting any of these clusters in my journals. In fact, I didn't even think to look through it before I mailed out the butterfly journal this week to our friend Vanessa. So I really need to, I don't know, maybe I should take these apart and put them in something. Maybe I should just remember that they're here. I mean, I had like red, white, and blue fun ones. And for the butterfly journal, I was trying to scrounge around and find butterflies. And then after I mailed it, I started tidying the counter and I was like, oh, look, silly. So I need to clean this place up. I hope that your crafty space is relaxing and wonderful and that it hasn't gotten away from you and that you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back again soon. Bye-bye.